Hello YouTube, this is Shirley426 and I am very tired and because of work and such, so I decided to review something simple today but also interesting at the same time. So here we have a Converge figure, but not a Gundam Converge figure, just a Converge figure from the Votoms series, the Scopedog Turbo Custom. So as far as I know, I have seen the original anime series of the Votoms, but of course the thing is that I don't think this is a specific version that shows up in the main series. I believe, according to research, this is actually a variant of the Scopedog that shows up in a specific movie version of the anime. So yeah, but after I've realized there were Converge figures of the Votoms or the Scopedog, I definitely went on and grabbed it right away. So here we have the box. I think that's the title of the anime and such. Here we have the Armor Trooper Votoms Converge Scopedog Turbo Custom. Very nice box art on the side. And then back we have some specs going on here. Well, not exactly specs, but showing the details that the figure has. And that's pretty much it for the box. Now, if there's one thing I have to mention that was very odd compared to Gundam Converge figures, is that this thing that looks really clean. Really clean, definitely, and loaded up with weapons, and the stand is still clear, but also has a backpack stand as well, which I'm not really sure why having this part was necessary, because this figure does not actually have any problem standing on its own. It's not like it's back heavy, so I'm still not sure why this is the case. Well, then again, even the Gundam Converge Thunderbolt Full Armor Gundam had the same thing. Well, of course, that thing had a huge backpack, so that was actually understandable. Now, just to give you guys an idea, Converge figures are usually about to 5 centimeters in height, 5 to 6 centimeters. So, yeah, these are small collectible figures. You're not buying them for the gimmicks. You're just buying them because they're just the specific characters or mechs that you are a fan of. So, hopefully, you guys understand that aspect at this point. Okay, let's see what we got on the figure. The figure looks definitely clean, because usually if you look at the old figures for Convergence, they would have these like really messy moldings going on here. Like the finish would be very unclean or like that. So you would have these marks all over the place, or sometimes you would have some paint chipping going on here. But still, this one looks clean as far as I know. Let's look at the head. Look for the famous Scopedog. Or the most basic Scopedog has the 3 lenses going on here. Now, usually I have reviewed 2 model kits from Bandai, and they were amazing. And on those kits, you could actually rotate these scopes around. In this figure, that's not the case, so don't try to force it. You don't want to break anything. Now, the arms do rotate a little bit. I can't say it goes 360. Well, technically, you could go 360 because they are on pegs, but you are going to collide with some stuff, and it is on a little bit on the stiff side, so just be careful not to actually twist the peg. So yeah, and if we take off the arm, we can see there's more weapons connected. This one looks like a Gatling gun, and then on the other side it seems like a grenade launcher going on here. Usually, if you see the original series, the most basic Scopedog would not have these weapons, and then nothing for the shoulders. Take this part off, it would really only have the mech itself, and was a rifle. So this one is definitely a loaded up version. I haven't seen the movie, but I would assume if the Scopedog or the main character had loaded up to this point, he's definitely going into a serious battle. So let's get the backpack. The backpack also has these nice details going on. I do like the fact that there's only 2 ammo clips. Yes, these 2 parts are actually ammo clips for the rifle right over here. Of course, it's not really separable, but it's a really nice touch that they actually took one out to show you guys, to give the idea where he's using one. And then this one, as far as I know, is a modified version, because the normal Scopedog wouldn't have these extra wheels on the back. It was these boosters going on here, because usually the only wheels would be on the feet, and they even got the moldings correct here. So this is amazing. So usually a normal Scopedog would have only these wheels. These wheels are not usually a thing, so definitely a heavily modified Scopedog. So this would have much more speed going on here. And then looking at the other arm, we have the nice rifle going on here. Let's see if I can take it out. There we go. The rifle looks definitely clean, definitely like the extra nice metallic touch on the end tip. And the rifle can be taken off from the hand. That's a good thing. And yeah. And then the obvious, the rocket launcher that has about 7 rockets inside here. You can move it you can also rotate it because this is also on a peg on the backpack. So yeah, you can go straight or you can lift it up a little bit if you want to do so. Now I haven't really checked the head if yeah, okay, it is able to come off, and it is on the peg. Of course the peg is on the head, so, and being a round peg, I would assume you could kind of rotate the head a little bit around, but because of the shoulders and the antennas actually colliding, you can't really go too much. And sadly, you cannot open the visor up front. Usually in the series, that you could actually, in the series, like the pilot can actually open up the head instead of like the cockpit as well. So it doesn't really open up. But other than that, this thing has a crazy amount of details going on here, which I actually do really love this figure. And I think that's pretty much it. So if you're a really big fan of the Votoms series, definitely get one, because this is actually one of those figures that are still available out there. Of course, it is kind of on the expensive side, so if you have extra cash, I guess you could grab one. Or if you can find the really cheap one, definitely go for it. For now, there's actually one more Converge with this that was released together with this, which is, I believe, is called it's a black mech. I forgot the name, but it has the word blood in it. So yeah, but that one is also really cool looking, and I actually do have that figure in my house, I believe, so I might review that in the future as well. And that's pretty much it. So once again, you're buying these figures for the collectability, not for its gimmick. But this is one of those most cleanest figures I have ever seen. Most clean and the most detailed figure I have ever seen among the Converge line. So hopefully, if they actually do make other conversions than Gundam, I hope they do go like this, because this is like amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Converge, or to be more specific, Armored Trooper Votoms Converge Scopedog Turbo Custom. So if you guys got any questions or requests in your comment below, I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!